Hi, Namaskaram. So this is my first video on the channel. This is regarding review of Samyama course or Samyama program, which is conducted by Sadhguru from Isha Foundation. This course happens in Isha Yoga Center, Coimbatore, or currently Isha Institute of Inner Sciences in USA. Like this course has certain requirements in terms of what previous courses you should have done, and then how you should be practicing it regularly, and then there are a lot of dietary requirements, and then you do the course. I cannot explain, I cannot give the content of the course because it is confidential in nature, but I can give you the structure of the course, the requirement of the course, and my personal experience of the course. The experience of each individual might be different. I can only say about myself. So what Sadhguru says is that if you are just looking for mental and physical well-being, then other Hatha Yoga meditation pranayam courses like Shambhavi Mahamudra or Bhav Spandana, Shakti Chalan, Shunya, Yogasana, Surya Kriya, all these are good enough, and like you can do a combination of them, but only if you are looking to go and search for your source of life, you want to explore the spirituality and you want to explore your life and source of life in the deepest, then only you should go for the Samyama course. It is not a course which is targeted towards mental or physical well-being. It is to explore yourself in the most deepest of the manner. So this program is conducted, it is a residential program. It takes 8 days, 8 days residential silence program. I cannot talk about the content of the course. It is confidential in nature, but I can give tell you about the primary structure of the course and my experience of the course and what is the motive of the course. So, firstly, what is regarding the pre-preparation? So, this is an advanced level course and it is an intense course, so it requires quite a bit of pre-preparation. The first thing is you should have done the following courses and you should be regularly practicing it. That is inner engineering, where Shambhavi Mudra is taught. Then either Surya Namaskar or Surya Kriya or Surya Shakti. In my case, I have done Surya Kriya and it is a regular part of my routine. Then third is Shakti Chalan Kriya and Shunya meditation. Then fourth is Yogasanas, and then uh, yeah. So these are the prerequisites. So these things needs to be done on a regular basis, and these are different courses which are done through Isha Foundation only. So one must be regularly practicing them for at least 2 months to prepare for the course. So from my experience, so 2 months is actually at least only. It is good if we can prepare it. It will be best if we can prepare it for at least 3 4 months. I felt that even 2 months is less with for this kind of intense course. So this is one requirement, and I will later make videos on the other courses which I have done as well. For example, inner engineering, Surya Kriya, Shunya. I will also make videos on those courses. So actually, I should have started with the initial course and then gone up till the Samyama. But since I have recently done Samyama, so I thought that it will be best if I just make a video on it because it is still recent in my memory. So, coming to the prerequisite, so this was a prerequisite in terms of the yoga meditation practices. So, that will take up around anywhere from 3 to 4.5 hours. So, actually, if you do all those practices on a regular days, it will take 3.5 4 hours. Okay, so I prepared for it so for 2 months and I did all these practices. I was always regular in inner engineering and Surya Kriya before Shakti Chalan Kriya. Yeah, I was regular in Shambhavi, which is from inner engineering, Surya Kriya and Shunya. I was regular, but Shakti Chalan Kriya was kind of on and off. Like for a long time, I did, and then there is some break, and then when there is time, I did it. So I used to do it like 2 3 times a week. But for the course preparation and also after that, I have been doing it daily sincerely. Yogasanas I had learned recently only in I think September or October. So Yogasanas was also now part of my routine for the 2 months. So coming to the food and dietary changes which you have to do in yourselves. So you have to maintain strict, uh, you can say vegan diet. Okay, so vegan diet. So it is not just vegan diet, but you eat only sattvic foods. You don't eat tamasic food. Okay, so there are three kind of foods: sattvic, rajasic, sattvic, rajas, and tamasic. So sattvic are positive pranic, which give you positive energy. Tamasic are negative pranic, and they kind of give you lethargy or aggression or negative energy or emotion. And rajas are like they are neither negative nor positive, but they can give you, like, if you eat them a lot. For example, potato is a rajas food. Then if you eat them a lot, then there is a laziness or lethargy in the system. So when you have to deny tamasic foods, so these are the following tamasic common foods: uh, tea, coffee, onion, garlic, meat. So we you don't have to eat these things. And like milk and milk based products, it is I don't think it is directly under tamasic, but for this course requirement, whatever it was, like, you don't have to drink, you don't have to take any milk related product. Only ghee, bit of ghee was allowed, but milk, paneer, cheese, all these things were not allowed. So, and then you have to maintain 50% raw diet. Okay. So 50% raw diet means you can have fruits, you can have sprouts, you can have dry fruits. Uh, so when we cook food, like we say fry, deep fry, or especially if we boil, then there are a lot of nutrients which go down in the food, and also in terms of pranic energy, there is a loss. So that is why 50% or more raw diet was recommended. Actually, they say that if you can do, you should do 100% raw diet. Okay, so frankly speaking, I was able to do around 30% of raw diet. Okay, so what I did was I ate lot of groundnuts. So groundnuts and like moong sprout, they were the most recommended. So I ate lot of moong and I ate lot of groundnuts. I took a lot of coconut and coconut water, and then normal fruits like apple, banana, normal salad. So those I took, and I was able to maintain around 30% of raw diet. Like it because I am in the kind of activities I involved. So I did 30%, but I felt in that sense I was wrong. I should have forced myself and made the situation according to myself, and did do 50% or 60%. So yeah, with all these preparation regarding the yoga and meditation which we do, uh, so and then all the preparation regarding this dietary requirements, then you go into the Samyama course. So regarding the Samyama course, it is a silent course. Silent course means you don't speak, you don't communicate either with like eyes, and you don't communicate with hands, either with volunteer, either with teacher, either with Sadhguru, or within the participants. So this course is conducted physically by Sadhguru. So all the courses which happen in Isha Foundation actually are conducted by Sadhguru, whether he is physically present there or not. And I think thousands and lakhs of people have felt that even if Sadhguru is not there, that it is the Sadhguru's energy which is actually conducting the course. But in this case, Samyama course, like Sadhguru is present there on all 8 days. Okay, so that is a different thing about this course in terms of Sadhguru's physical presence is there for all the 8 days. Uh, Now coming to what happens inside the course. So see, if you read Isha website on Samyama course, you will see that they have mentioned, and Sadhguru also speaks about in the video. So Samyama is a state where you are clearly aware that you are not the body and you are not the mind. Okay, so it is a process or step in that direction. And also there is a meditation taught which is Samyama meditation. So if you if you do it regularly and if you do it over the time, then it is said that you can be meditative even with eyes open when doing an activity. Okay, so it is not that you will have to sit somewhere particularly to be in meditation, but you can actively meditate. So this is the thing. And then one other thing apart from this is that there's a lot of like if you like according to yoga and also in science, like around 98% of our brain or mind is unconscious and subconscious. Okay, so like the conscious mind or brain is only 1 to 2%. So if majority of our brain or mind is like subconscious and actually even more is unconscious, so if a lot of it is unconscious, then whatever decisions which we are making in life, even something simple as that, like how a person walks, you see every person walks differently. Okay, and so every action, every decision, every emotion, the thought which we have, it has an imprint of the unconscious. Now the thing is, we do not know ourselves anything about the unconscious. We do not have any experience of it. We don't know what is holding us back. But it is like a large baggage which is holding us back. Now Sadhguru helps us to clear this unconscious to whatever extent we follow the process and whatever extent we are able to imbibe Sadhguru's energy. So a lot of unconscious is also cleared. Unconscious part of us is actually I shouldn't say the word clear. It is like that you keep a distance from the unconscious. So I do not know the technicalities of this, how we become distant from this unconscious, but experientially it is true. So I will come into my experience now. So yeah, so these two are the, you can say, the major part of the course of clearing of unconscious and learning and practicing Samyama meditation, which can help us to be meditative even with eyes open. So, my experience of it, so I cannot explain more on the content, like what happens on day one, what happens on day two, and all those things. I cannot experience. I cannot tell because that is confidential in nature. I will tell what changes I felt, like felt during the course and also after the course. Okay. So uh, one thing is like the diet which is given in Isha Foundation as well. It is like 50% or more than 50% raw, and it is like specially planned by Sadhguru. So it is very healthy, nutritious, and it doesn't give you any lethargy. Many times, if you eat like a proper lunch or a dinner, like cooked dinner, say you ate paneer, cheese, then or even something else, then you feel a lot of lethargy, or you feel sleepy just after the diet. So but the diet which is given in Isha Foundation, it is very energetic in nature and you don't feel lethargy after eating it. Even the sleep go down considerably, sleep goes down considerably because of this. So I like there is a drum which rolls in the early morning, like regarding that you have to now wake up in the course. So what happened in my case, and in, like, so there were 1900 participants, 1900 to 2000 participants which were there in this course. You can say roughly 50% male, 50% female, and there were considerable number of people which even woke up earlier than their early morning alarm which the volunteers gave. So because the food was so light, there was so much energy, and you are doing a lot of yoga practices, so the sleep came down drastically. It was true for me. On all the 8 days, I woke up before the alarm, and it is not that I felt lazy or I felt sleepy. Okay, so this is one thing. Now coming to my experience of the course, so also this diet and preparation, and then whatever you are practicing there in terms of the practices which Sadhguru is saying you to do, and that makes your system very light. And over the few days, like Sadhguru also clears your unconscious things. So Sadhguru's energy, like I understand, like for someone who might be watching it randomly, you see that what is this energy, what is this Sadhguru's energy, and what is these things. So in this video, I will not go a lot in explaining what is Sadhguru's energy. It is can be only felt experientially, but there is a dimension beyond the physical, which is true for, if not millions, at least for thousands and lakhs of people across the world. And in this course you can like intensely feel Sadhguru's energy. Okay, and Sadhguru helps you to clear your unconscious. So day by day, as the meditation and the processes like prosper during the course, you feel like I felt, I cannot say for everybody, but I have heard that many people also felt the same. So I felt lot of lightness not just of the body. Say body can be light just due to a good diet, but not just of the body, of the emotion, of energy, of mind. So it was an 8 day course. On the fifth day, I got so I was like just felt like I was floating. Okay, so that kind of lightness one feels, and as much as it is regarding the process and the preparation which you have done, it is as much as that it is Sadhguru's energy which is helping you to do that. It is like that Sadhguru's energy is the ground on which it happens. Okay, so so this was one part of my experience. Second part is was the so I will be also tell you about the difficult part. So that is so one thing is like you have to sit in long hours of meditation, say 10 to 11 hours a day. There are breaks for say washroom. There are breaks for lunch, breakfast, dinner. But still, overall, like a single session is around, like we don't keep watches there in the course, so it is a requirement. So but like in my case it is around 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so once so you sit for long for 10 to 11 hours or 10 to 12 hours, and each session is at least 2 hours. So your body must be like still and prepared to that level. So that is why in like preparation of through the various pranayam and hatha yoga which is told, you have to do it. Okay, else you wouldn't be able to sit for so long, and ultimately you will suffer. So in my case, overall my body went fine, but during last 2 days I had like my left knee is even while I do running, I know this. My knee is bit weaker than my right knee. So my knee, after when I sat for say 40 minutes, 1 hour, then I had to like straighten my leg and do it normal, and then sit back again. So I did have issues in last 2 days with my left knees. But other part of me were fine. And so yeah, this was a bit of like difficulties which I faced. Now coming to the experiences. So one thing I mentioned is physically lightness, and then there is a lot of bliss. Okay, so I will say it was either the most blissful or one of the most blissful experiences I have ever had in life. And it didn't happen just one day. It was on more than one days and the courses that I felt very, very blissful. At one day, I can even say it was not even blissful, it was like ecstatic. Okay. So, and that day I felt a lot of gratitude for Sadhguru, for my parents, and for a lot of things on how nature has helped me to come to that stage that I was feeling so ecstatic. See, each person's experience will be different. This is just my experience. Coming to the Samyama meditation course, so yeah, so it is very interesting meditation, and it is quite different as well. And like during the practicing there, and also now after practicing it after the course, I can see what Sadhguru was saying, that how it can help you to be meditative, even even when your eyes are open. So I have not reached that stage yet, but I can see that it is going in that direction, and it gives a lot of stillness. So like probably when you watch this video, you can see that the initial part of the video, I was probably more slow in my voice and more deeper in my voice when I started the video, because I had just come out of Samyama meditation. So I thought it is best to make this video just after Samyama meditation, and I specifically chose this shirt because there you have to wear either pure white, or your top, like your shirt can be, or shirt or kurta can be of this particular shade. This is a specific orange or saffron shade. So yeah, so these were my experiences, primarily feeling light, being blissful, and being meditative, trying to being meditative with eyes open. And now it is up to me that how I nurture it. So this course, like this had Sadhguru's initiation. So it is not that just I am doing the course. It is somebody's grace, somebody's energy, which is like pushing me towards it. and now it is up to me that how I will I will how I so it is like a seed sown in my system. Now how I nurture it, how I manure it, and where it goes, it is up to me. I also wrote a poem on my Samyama and Sadhguru experience. So here is the poem. How can someone spread himself in the thin air? How can someone fill himself in the breath of millions? How can someone be so aware, so still, but so intoxicated at the same time? How can someone be so compassionate that the whole world is his? How can someone give his own life to millions around? How can someone be so innocent and still so successful in the world? How can someone be so ecstatic that that becomes a play for him? How can someone be beyond death, time, and space? How can someone open up dimensions and dimensions of life with such ease? How can someone live so fully that even gods will envy him? How can someone exist here and still not exist here? How can someone be and not be? How can someone fill me, the undeserving, the incapable one, with his own being? How can someone fill me, the undeserving, the incapable one, with his own being? How can someone clean me of all that was unconscious with his magical presence? How can someone make me so blissful and still that I can't comprehend? Yes, there is someone who is all that and all that not. My Guru and Guru of millions across the world, Sadhguru. He allows anyone to enter his being. His magnificent presence does not stop anyone from drinking from him. You may not know when such someone comes again or when you may die. This is the moment. Be with him and have a taste of divine within your own self. Yeah, so this was about my experience. Regarding applying for the course and the processes, so you can look at the Isha website. So there is a pre-Samyama meet. It is not that you just register and go for this course. They take an interview. They see that you are really interested. So one thing is like Sadhguru which says is that this course is actually this course is not for not only for mental and physical well-being, and it is not primarily for mental and physical well-being. So there are a lot of other Isha courses which like I mentioned before as well. If you do that, it is fine. Okay, so your mental well-being and your physical well-being will be taken care of. This course is specifically for those who want to explore the source of life in in detail, which who want to go into like deepest core of themselves. You want to explore spirituality more than just like mental and physical well-being. So the course is only for this. So to judge, you kind of say judge this there is a pre-samyama meet which happens where they ask certain questions. They see that if you are really interested in this course and if you are compatible for this course, and then only this course happens. So this course for me, I did it from 1st to 8th February, and attended pre-Samyama meet in I think uh, so like I had like the registration process started from September itself. Okay, and the pre-Samyama meet I think I attended it in October or November. Okay, October I think I attended it. So so yes, so you can register from Isha website. So now next time, so previously this course used to happen only once a year. Now, like at least in India, I do not know about USA, like whether it happened once a year or even less frequent. But due to the COVID, it couldn't happen for 3 years. Okay, so now Sadhguru is doing a lot of Samyama. So one Samyama happened in December, one Samyama has happened in February. Now one Samyama is due in USA now. I think it is in April. And then I think by the year end there will be at least one more Samyama in uh, like in India. Okay, so see, it Sadhguru has said that it is like we do not know how many years, but it is kind of uh, uh, like last stages in Sadhguru's life. So he is already 65, and so it is. we do not we do not know for how long he will be with us. He will be there for at least for a few years, and he had taken a lot of campaigns and the projects. But like still, I we do not know like for how long he will be with us, and secondly, we do not know when we will die, right? So it can happen that. Yeah, we do not wish such things for ourselves or anybody, but we are not sure about just even the like next second. So that is why I feel that if you have reached up till the stage where you have done the previous courses, and if you have the longing in you, and then go for the course. Okay, you might feel that I will have to manage my office or business situation. A lot of things you have to manage. You have to manage your diet if you are outside India. If you are in a country where it is a lot of cold, then even like dietary requirements become more difficult. But I think it is worth striving for. So during the course also I felt that whatever preparations I had done for years or for and also for the last 2 months, uh, it bore fruit. Okay, so during the course I felt that if it was good that I did that. Okay, so so this is a recommendation, and be sincere in your approach. Don't try to not do whatever pre-requirements are said. So suppose you don't do yoga sans and surya kriya regularly at least in the last 2 months, then this course will give you a lot of probably will give you a lot of pain, because you can just understand like sitting 10 to 12 hours in a day, like in cross-legged and or whatever in posture, but sitting on ground, not sitting on chair. You need to be prepared for the course. So do prepare well and go for the course. uh, yeah. So if there are any questions related to the course, particularly Samyama course, then you can ask in comments. I will make more videos on other courses. So next video will be on my experience of inner engineering. Also, I will make videos both in English and Hindi. So do do keep coming to my channel. Thank you. Namaskaram.